Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
A with the keys.
They say the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. That's why I'm in all black, booted, ready for war like Yahushua. Raised under boys and mighty men just so I can
put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let me prove a worth. And when the sky fall, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arc and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Yahushua. I'm from this move all the time. My ladies is fine. We follow the order I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can really depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hate for a cop. My enemy sinned against me. I'm a sinner. But what they got in them, they heal them. Baptism of Christ. Screaming Yahushua. Hear my battle cry. Ready to die, no biggie. Hardly offend me. I'm litty. She wanna get with me. I'm picky. Digging the rib till she dizzy. Give her the rapture, get her back rubbed, and back to the action. Packing the full metal jacket, never get murked. Putting in my father's work. Never see me with them heathens, my team hated. We the greatest on face of the earth. We the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. You got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. War with these warriors, get your whole existence clear. Talking you, your house, or your rich kids. Screaming, oh my God, with the vengeance here. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Charles, let me prove a worth. And when the sky fall, it's gonna catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arc and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Chosen rose and concrete. Ain't nothing sweet for a street. Dwell on my record, told the story, selling for cake every day. Do I just wanna celebrate? 1738. Up in my cup like what's up? Is you single to mingle? I'll bring you out the world, show you queendom. Lead you straight to the kingdom. We ain't gon' rush, of course. I was taught the court till you make your mind up and say you mine. Soaking in the oil, smelling so divine. Make me lay hold of 110.5. You was my desire, yeah, the righteous kind. But I've been so wicked from the dirt. Filling your portion, of course, it's more than I'm worth. Just make me get back to this work. Ready for war. Hope came booted. Bulletproof shooters to do what they told. Orders by generals from the Lord of hosts. Double time, nigga, let's go. Blazing on all the beasts in the street, I got heat. Rude speech about they bad luck and they lies till they cross the line. Then they come to find their whole body bagged up. Gotta cut, leaving blood everywhere for the art that he thought. He told him walk with me when I talk simply. Is that what I talk is the law? Be so heavy though, is what I'm watching for. Is who gon' rock and roll off the hook? Fish the most vicious niggas out malicious conditions. This ain't isn't for the shook, but watch while I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let me prove a work. And when the sky falls, he gon' catch me working. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my art, and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. I mean, put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my art, and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. My father's work. Stay close. Danger lurks all around. At every moment, keep your head on a swivel and never let a devil get behind you. We're on course to the kingdom. There'll be all forms of evil ahead. So gird up thy loins and take this sword, and may the Lord show us mercy. So be it. Curse alert the earth, a monster fairy tale, he the scared to come near. Trying to curb the thirst, the lust of flesh getting worse the more that you bear. War between us and the demons, when they see us flee a fear. Better believe what a priest does, or bleed cause death in the air. I see dead people, devils everywhere through the veil. Night of the living dead, people scheming up evil, destroy people that believe him. Night of the living dead, when I spit a killing, bring you back to living, Lord willing. Night of the living dead, when the sunrise shall not smite me, no by moonlight of the living dead. 'Twas the night, illuminated by the sight of the moon bright, full of right. You inside a fight through the twilights. Lose your life if you seek. Out here sleeping at the least. It'll be by a creep off of the Greek, addicted to get a piece. And these Pharisees, vampire desires, living the feast, looking the victims dry, flesh your eyes, hypnotized, blind to see. Turning them beasts, infrared vision with the heat. Pick up a lick enough just to eat. Warm blood in the street and reap. And these witches make up, they look delicious with the smoke, get you dizzy. Both spells get you for riches. And demons like policemen scheming, watching every move, deceiving. Some of them told to get out of hell and sold they soul. It's cold in the shadows, full of creatures and killers. Just might be on the wrong end of dinner. Fatal feature, nothing real is a thriller. Let's shoot and door to the inner. This nightmare fighting his sleep. Lord allow you wake, hearing exorcism, helping healing dealings of a priest. Just alert the earth, a monster fairy tale, he the scared to come near. Trying to curb the thirst, the lust of flesh getting worse the more that you bear. War between us and the demons, when they see us flee a fear. Better believe what a priest does, or bleed cause death in the air. I see dead people, devils everywhere through the veil. Night of the living dead, he scheming up evil, destroy people that believe him. Night of the living dead, when I spit a killing, bring you back to living, Lord willing. Night of the living dead, when the sunrise shall not smite me, no by moonlight of the living dead. I'm a priest, warrior day and night time, cutting creeps, witches, Frankensteins, Pharisees like vampire. And I'm watching for demons scheming, plotting, trying to stop my eating. Want to see me cage beating, bleeding, to see 6 feet deeping, but I ain't sleeping to the early light. Won't fall for the spell of the bite, the witches in flight they calling. On all men they be gobbling, with no causes, mouth running like a faucet. The lone man hating all men, you never learn to shut your jaws, which caught in the fog, them wizards think they monster ballin', till them devils come across and send them werewolf dogs in. Our steps stay wild on the prowl, it's probably them hollering out loud. Night owls be looking at who ain't got nothing to do but get caught up in ruin. But I say prepare to be head, full of sword, cut to shreds. Kim and mummies rapping that, cap get left, a bloody mess, unraveling where it happened at, simply ravishing. Like cats crossing my path for aftermath, for taking no heed. Wanting the beast, at least for my brother, Lord, let me be. Cause alert the earth, a monster fairy tale, he the scared to come near. Trying to curb the thirst, the lust of flesh getting worse the more that you bear. War between us and the demons, when they see us flee a fear. Better believe what a priest does, or bleed cause death in the air. I see dead people, devils everywhere through the veil. Night of the living dead, he scheming up evil, destroy people that believe him. Night of the living dead, when I spit a killing, bring you back to living, Lord willing. I said I smite me, know my moonlight in the living dead.
Night of the living dead.
No holiday, pagan idolatry. Watch how we fall away. It's a high holy day. Hands over like trumpets is blowing. Can you feel the atonement? It's a high holy day. The dedications for real sisters got to have it. We feast in tabernacle. It's a high holy day. First fruits to spread 11 bread. And day to rest our head. It's a high holy day. No sweat, got a head start on you. Waking up a priest feeling royal. Shouting out and down to the power. Our Father, good God. Just a sight of make a hater blood boil. The real wanna know you. Sisters get different that never consider something knitting. They can feel it. Look how I'm giving. Only rolling up, sitting on high. Too fly, no sign. The dry swishing eye, nigga. My spirit's like the most high living. Catch me with the idle while sipping. You ain't no pricing out from the same tribe. We can up on my father's side. Look how we resemble. He a nigga, I'm a nigga. All my niggas Latino, Native Indian. All black party, he ain't getting it. Spirit ridiculous. God washed our city. Anointed us from the beginning. Wrapped us in linen. Silk bracelets, ornaments, earrings that bling on our women. Got ornaments and a chain that swing from my neck. Big jewels in the crowns of the head of a bunch of mighty men. Though we all one body. My brother never go without it. If I got it, he got it, we got it together. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you step, who you threaten. It's a high holy day. No holiday, pagan idolatry. Watch how we fall away. It's a high holy day. Hands over like trumpets is blowing. Can you feel the atonement? It's a high holy day. The dedications for real sisters got to have it. We feast in tabernacle. It's a high holy day. First fruits to spread 11 bread. And day to rest our head. It's a high holy day. No tries who buys the most high behind us. So it don't matter if we not desired. You cowards be quiet in the midst of a prince. Stand clear in your fears. Contagious like bravery on these austere men over here like Christ showing militants. Other camps he feminine. Scared to fight demons like addicts having habits. Fighters lie down instead of fighting on the savage. Shallow wild might, Hebrew individualites. But they think they all fall apart and got saved some way. Maybe one day you'll see just how I feel. Spending 1.4 in my ears as I'm staring. It get daring, had the fear, man. Jacking out the south, he called me the real man. Every day my zeal, man. Up in the stuff, like my car, man.
It's like justice for me about the show. Sit down a little here. Yeah, we wrap that. All right, Shalom Israel. Let's go ahead and clap it up for class. First off, Salakia for our late start today. I had to work through a couple of difficulties, but you know what I'm saying? You know, we want to keep this work moving. Don't nothing stop the show. Hey, but the water for everybody checking in. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak thumb to my brothers. Yahweh Shemar thumb by Shem Yahshua to my sisters. I am your priest and officer, Hayakal, and this is the Tuesday night brotherhood class. And we are the ISUPK, started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been bringing out the truth to our people. When I say our people, I do mean the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans letting them know that we are the true Jews of antiquity. All right, when you pick up those scriptures, you're reading about us, you're reading about our people. All right, so understand that. And that's what we have been steadfast doing since 1969, waking up our people, letting them know that. All right, we're going to jump right into things tonight. The title of tonight's class is Life of a Superhero. All right, we're going to understand different definitions and different contexts of what that means. Being a superhero, that can also go hand in hand with being a leader. Okay, because understand that our nation has been suffering and has dwindled because of lack of leadership. All right, our nation has mourned because of the lack of leadership. Hey, it's like a priest. Let's adjust it down a little bit more, Baba Shot. Yeah, water. But yeah, so I'm gonna get the last little bit done here. A little bit more, just a tad. Yep. Ocean Christ, the water. There you go. All right. Yeah, so like I said, we are suffering because of that lack of leadership. All right. Understand that the gates of Judah languish because of the lack of that leadership. All right. Those gates is the leadership that we need, the direction that we're supposed to be going in, because a leader not only directs you, but a leader protects you. A leader saves you. A leader is the one that's going to be there to cover you, to take care of you. He's going to be that response. All right. And that's pretty much the life of a superhero. All right. Because understand that when you come into this school, you come into ISUBK, you are a damn superhero. Right. All right. Understand that what you are doing, you are the superhero of the hood. All right. Because you have chosen to speak out for your people. You see your people suffering. You see your people in anguish. You see your people hurting, and you have spoken out. You have taken action. All right. That's what a superhero does. It's no different than, the comic books that we read coming up. Is, what I'm saying, you hear damsel in distress cry out, then they're going to swoop in Spider-Man, or they put that what is it, the bat sign in the air, what I'm saying, because it gets called. So understand that you coming here to the ISUBK, you have been called to be a superhero, all right? Because you have heard that cry from your sisters. You've heard that pain from your brothers. And now you have decided to swoop in and fill that role of being a superhero. You have decided to swoop in and do something that the Lord has assigned especially to you. All right. This isn't something to take lightly. It's not something to take easy. This is a very heavy duty, because right now, these times that we're in, the Lord is very serious about his priests. All right. So this class is I'm gonna go ahead and give you, the warning now. It's not a feel-good class, because we get confused and we conflate things by the way that the world has put things on us about the goodness of being a leader, about the props, and about the bonuses that you get for being a leader, for being a superhero, the fame, the fortune, all of these things, that the world has led us to think about of when it comes to being a leader, being a superhero. All right. So it's not going to be, a feel-good class. This is going to be a real One West class, letting you know, hey, brothers, sisters, you come in here into the school, we're going to show you how to be One West. We're going to show you what it means to be a leader. We're going to show you what it means to live the life of a superhero, because it is a life. It's not something like in the Christian church that you just come on Wednesday night Bible study, you come on Sunday nights, and then all the other days of the week, you're doing whatever the hell you want. Nah, this is a continual work. This is something we continually do, day in, day out, night in, night out. There is no rest. There is no quit. We steadily endure. All right. Let's stop here 1 second. Let me get my priest up here real quick. It's like you there, priest?
Come on, sir.
Hey, let's clap it up for the newly raised priest and officer fitted in the Kwame Allah.
Most High in Christ, the water out of one.
Hey man, the water to you, priest. And you know what I'm saying? This is very heavy because this class goes out to brothers like Naquam Yala. It goes out to brothers like Priest and Officer Raya that's on Shamar tonight. It goes out to, you know what I'm saying, my troopers. It goes out to my sisters, letting you know exactly what you got yourself into, letting you know how to even deal and how to navigate with what you done got yourself into. Because like I just mentioned, you know what I'm saying, you were called by the Lord. So that's a special thing, not something to take lightly. So big for water for, you know what I'm saying, these new priests coming in to this truth, because they are damn superheroes. All right. Now, Kwame Yala showed at the 3-point contest that he was a superhero, man. Like he ain't win the contest once, he won it twice. You know what I'm saying? So he just showed what's going on. This is a superhero upon superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did, you know what I'm saying, a battle. But that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but big water for you coming in, because we're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, these things and get this understanding for our brothers and sisters of, you know what I'm saying, what goes on. You know what I'm saying? And real quick, you know what I'm saying, big shout out to everybody that's checking in online. I see y'all. The water priest and officer Marzar, sis Cecilia. Hey, Thawada for checking in. It was great seeing you at Passover and the Feast of First Fruits. You know what I'm saying? Sister being heavy in here. We got Priest and Officer Makalat. And make sure y'all check in for tomorrow's class, because Priest and Officer Makalat will be teaching the law class for tomorrow. Got my rib in here, Big Thawada, checking in. We got, hey, that's my twin, Ahmad Kawan. Hey man, it was great seeing you the other night. You even brought, you know what I'm saying, your rib in here. You know what I'm saying? Good seeing you all the time, brother. Who else we got? We got, of course, we said Naquam Yala on reading for us. Brother Charles, the water for checking in. Brother Roland, yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you again. All right, so most high in Christ for that, yo. So the water for y'all checking in. We about to get, you know what I'm saying, on into it. Letting you know this exactly what this stuff is. Naquam, if you would get First Corinthians 13:4, Baba Kashah.
Come on.
All right. Because what we're going to start off with is understanding what real love is. All right, because you can't expect to be a leader. You can't expect to be a superhero if you don't understand what real love is. Us being in the world, we've got a very distorted understanding of what real love is. We think that love is what we see in these Disney movies. We think that it's, you know what I'm saying, what Pocahontas had with, what was it, John or something like that? What was the other character name? It don't matter. He was even, I don't worry about it. But yeah, but we think that that's what love is. We think that it was Cinderella. We think that it's Snow White. That's what, you know, we have been conditioned to think what love is. But understand, all these Disney characters are in the Epstein files. All right. Understand that, you know what I'm saying, what we have grown to know love for is not what the Most High has intended love to be. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and read that for me, Baba Shah.
Come on. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 4. Mm-hmm. Charity suffereth long and is kind.
Right. So now this is the thing right here is when you come into ISUPK, you're going to get the deep and real understanding of scripture. Don't think that you can open up a Bible and just know and understand what it means. You have to be taught. All right. And else, in order for you to learn, you must be taught again. All right. So with this, I simply just sat up and started talking about, hey, we're going to talk about love, right? But then what the priest just read, it didn't say love. It said what? Charity.
Come.
All right. So now we have to know the words. We have to know the scripture. We have to know this sword. All right. That part of sharpening that sword, this is part of sharpening it, really going in and refining things, being detailed. Because when you sharpen the sword, you're taking that stone and you're sharpening off these little small edges. You know what I'm saying? Time and time again. It's painstaking. It's time consuming. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the studying is in these scriptures. So when we study these scriptures, we understand that charity is in the Greek translation, because we're speaking about the New Testament. The New Testament was written in Greek, and the translation for charity is agape, all right, or agape. You know what I'm saying? AGAPE, however you want to pronounce it. All right, I went to Towers. All right, so it's agape. That's the Greek translation. All right, which is the translation for love. All right, so when we're speaking about charity in these verses, it is speaking about love, and not only love, but the highest form of love. All right. Matter of fact, let me see if I had the interlinear for you. Yeah, so it should be Strong's G26. All right. So understand that you can get the Blue Letter Bible, go into the interlinear and break down exactly what these words are translated into. All right. So that's Strong's G26. It shows that agape is the translation of charity, which means love, and the highest form of love. Go ahead and read, priest.
Con. Charity envieth not.
No, start from the top, Baba Shah.
Con. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind.
So charity suffers long. All right. Love, therefore, being charity, is long suffering, just like Christ suffered for our sins. All right. And understand, going back into what we're talking about, is understanding these words. When you hear that suffer, it's a contextual thing as well. One word can mean a couple of different things. Like, we all clearly understand what a suffering is. And when we hear suffer, according to, our normal upbringing, we're thinking about pain and anguish. All right. But understand that suffer also, contextual wise, can mean tolerate. All right. So it's a tolerance. Scripture talks about Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ had a sharp, slick mouth. You know what I'm saying? His tongue is like a two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? He'll cut you. You know what I'm saying? He can speak some kind words to you, and he'll, you know what I'm saying, cut you real, you know what I'm saying, nice to check you, because, that's his love. That's his correction. So that was one of the things that he said to his disciples one time. He said, "How long must I suffer you?" That's what he told his disciples. How long must I suffer you? And what he's talking about was, how long must I tolerate y'all? Because he was amongst his brothers, so he wasn't suffering, he wasn't in pain, he wasn't in anguish, but he was tolerating them because he has kept on teaching, kept on showing them this, that, and then they keep on bringing him, these questions, which he's like, "Hey, y'all don't know this already? you ain't aware of this?" I'm saying, Sluggy, who I got with me?
Hey, shalom, Adawan. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Thon.
Hey, Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Thon. What's going on with your priest? The water for joining in with us. I know you ripping and running on that slave.
Come, sir. Salakia, sir.
Hey, no sweat. Big water for you for checking in, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you getting it. All right. So that is what we're doing. All right. So big. So we had a couple more people come in. Big shout out to my sister Madana. You know what I'm saying? Big water for checking in. Got my sister Makaya checking in. The water as well. I got my brother. You know what I'm saying? Priest and officer Napash Ride, part of the court. Uno in here. You know what I'm saying? And then we also had the daughter of the powerful priest and prophet Ma'adawan, officer of 1,000 Akaz. The water for checking in with us, Alexandra. All right. Oh, okay. Hey, no sweat. She was in the Delaware class, but ain't no sweat. Hey, that's a long way from Georgia, but you found your way back here to Atlanta. We good. You know what I'm saying? We end up. But understand that, hey, whether you in Delaware, California, the UK, hey, it's all UPK. You know what I'm saying? You all going to get the truth no matter what. Thank for joining in. All right. So, yeah. So understand that it's the contextual thing about that suffer. It's that tolerate. All right. So it's a twofold thing. Sometimes that suffer is going to be some pain and some anguish. And sometimes that suffer means just to tolerate. All right. So we're reading right now that love is long suffering. You're going to tolerate things for a while. All right. Read that from the top one more time, Baba Shah.
Come on. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4.
All right.
Charity suffereth long and is kind.
Charity suffers long and is kind. So that's what we just went over. It suffers long and is kind, just like Christ has suffered us. All right. Because what we are in the world, we sit up here and want to bail out. We want to hit that eject button. When things get tough, when things get rocky, when things get uncomfortable, we want to hit that eject button and we out of here. Or we want to be a track star. You know what I'm saying? Be gone. All right. But that's not what love does. A love is long suffering. A love is going to stay down with you. All right. A love is going to make sure that you do what Christ does. You do what Christ did for us. He suffered us. All right. You're not living by the letter of the law. Christ came to show you the spirit. So don't live by the letter of it and want to sit up here and punish and kill and, you know what I'm saying, and leave when you're not happy. All right. Because understand that Christ died a grotesque death for us. All right. I remember watching Passion of the Christ, and you know what I'm saying, this is when I'm in the world, and it hit me deep. I fell in love with, you know what I'm saying, Christ, because I'm up here seeing this stuff that's being done to him. But now that I'm in the truth, I watched that movie and I'm, you know what I'm saying, rejoicing. I'm glad because I just see, you know what I'm saying, this oppressor getting, you know what I'm saying, whipped. So now I just enjoy the movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Go and get them, tear them up. But understand that this really happened to a brother that looked just like you. This happened to your king. All right. So that should really change up some things to you. All right. Go ahead and keep reading, Baba Shah. Salaki.
Come. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
All right. So this is here talking about you're not supposed to be envious of something. All right. You're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying, sit up here and be too much. See, how am I going to say that? You don't want to sit up here and be too boastful and too prideful about this. You know what I'm saying? That's not what love does. A love isn't like a self-consuming, a self-pride thing of like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I am. You know what I'm saying? It's not a boastful thing. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't go out here and boast and brag. All right. Christ sat up here and he suffered us a long time. He sat up here and suffered. And when all these people did all these things to him, he wasn't boasting and bigging himself up. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Even when he got put in front of Pontius Pilate, he wasn't sitting up here saying, yeah, I'm the king. Yeah, I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm the son of God. I'm doing that. You know, so like, he wasn't puffing himself up. He wasn't boastful. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying, braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? He sat up here and was very humble in how he loved and very long suffering so much to the point where those that he loved, those that sat up here and brought him to trial, that brought charges against him, he sat up here and said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He didn't brag and boast and say, hey man, y'all gonna do this to me? what did Denzel say in Training Day? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna do this to me? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't boastful like that. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, big himself up like that. He suffered it. He took it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they doing. They don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm suffering them. I'm tolerating them. I'm physically taking this pain. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, making myself above, you know what I'm saying, what they're not lacking. All right. And when you come into the truth, this is for my sisters. This is what you have to understand when you come into the truth and you want to marry a superhero. If you want to be a part of the life of a superhero, understand what you're getting yourself into. Understand that you're marrying the top 1% of the population. You're marrying the top percent of the men that see the suffering and choose to speak up and take action and do something about it. That is not a light task. That in hand makes you a superhero. And we're going to get more into that as well. All right. But understand that it's going to be rough, especially for sisters first coming into the truth and brothers first coming into the truth. Let's say that, you know what I'm saying, you're first coming into the truth and you may be a little rough around the edges. Your rib may be looking at you as a hypocrite because you don't have everything quite figured out because you're new, you're young in the truth. All right. But you got to be long suffering. You got to sit up here and be patient with that brother. Because understand the brother that you are marrying. Be long suffering with that brother. He is growing into a superhero. He is growing into a leader. Be long suffering. Don't boast yourself up thinking that what you have and what you feel and what you think is more important than what he is trying to accomplish and what he's trying to do. Because you are to submit yourself unto your husband. And once you come into here and you see what your husband's about, because understand, your husband came into here, he's a real nigga. You said you wanted a real nigga, you got one. So don't sit up here and start backpedaling once you see how a real nigga handle their business. You got to stay down with it. You got to sit up here and not be boastful, not be prideful. You have to be long suffering. You know what I'm saying? This is going to show you how to be a good wife, how to be a good woman to your Adawan. All right. It's going to show you that everything doesn't revolve around your feelings and around your emotions. Because that's what happens when you start feeling that pride, when you start feeling boastful, when you start, you know what I'm saying, thinking that all this stuff is above you. All right. So what verse are we on up? Naquam, you with me? All right, Salakia, Halak, you there?
Come on, sir.
All right, can you grab 1 Corinthians, we're in 1 Corinthians 13, and let's go ahead and jump down to 5, Baba Shah.
Come on, sir.
Oh, Salakia, let start off on 4, Baba Shah.
1 Corinthians.
Yeah, we'll do 13 and 4. We'll run through it a little bit.
Come on, sir.
I really like this, so I may, you know what I'm saying, go off a little bit on talking, but yeah, I really like this scripture. Go ahead and for me, Baba Shah.
Come on, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Charity suffereth long.
Right.
And is kind.
Mm-hmm.
Charity envieth not.
Right. So now understand that envying in the streets, we call that hating. All right. Don't be a hater. Don't be prideful. Go ahead and read.
Come on. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up.
So this is the thing: is it's about selfishness. All right, selfishness. If you don't have selfishness, it's going to exclude you from being a leader. All right, it's going to exclude you from being the wife of a leader, because leaders are selfless.
Right.
We got to go save the world. We're superheroes. We are superheroes in this truth. We have a world to save. We can't sit up here and think about ourselves.
That's right.
We can't sit up here and think that it's all about us. It's all about our household. This is the exact same weight that the oppressors' wives feel in the military when they get shipped abroad overseas. You know what I'm saying? That's why they sit up here. Oh, thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? That's the same weight that they feel because their husbands now are gone because now they're serving their country. It's the same weight that the wife of a firefighter feels, because if you're a firefighter and you're on duty, where do you live?
Lucky out of one.
Talk to me.
You said if you're a firefighter, and you referring to the fire?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, when you're in a firefight, yeah, there we go. Naquam got the answer for me. The water fire station.
Okay.
When you're a firefighter and you're on duty, you stay in the fire station. And who are you with? Other firemen, the brothers. So your wife is at home by herself with the kids because you're serving the public. You're out here on duty. That's the same thing that you're going to be looking at being a priest. All right. That's the same weight that you carry being a superhero, is understanding that your husband belongs to the people first. It's the same thing that happened back in, with the Levites in the temple. They were sitting in the temple waiting to stand by to worry about casting out demons and worrying about, doing the services of the Most High, putting out fires. That's the same thing that we're doing right now, is we have to sit up here and get the work. We have to sit up here and do the work that has been bestowed upon us by the calling of the Most High. We got to sit out here and go get it. All right, go ahead and keep on reading verse 6.
Come on, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth.
Right. So you can't sit up here and rejoice in gossip. You can't take part in gossip. You can't sit up here and be happy about things that go wrong, people's downfallings. You have to rejoice in what?
Rejoiceth in the truth.
You got to rejoice in the truth. All right. And this is part of what we're saying is this puts you in the same category as being a leader. All right, go ahead and keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 7. Beareth all things.
Slack it. Go back to verse 6. Read that one more time, Baba Shah. Slack it. We can break that down a little bit more. Slack it.
Come on. First Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth.
Right. So rejoicing in the truth. Don't sit out here and be a part of the world. Be a part of the truth and rejoice in that. There's something that in this world makes you an automatic leader, and that's that Christian church. Being the wife, being married to a superhero. So in the Christian church, if you're married to the pastor, you're automatically the first lady. You're automatically put in a position of leadership. You could be sitting at home on the couch watching Atlanta Housewives and eating ice cream while service is going on. But you're still looked at and referred to as what? The first lady. You're still looked at as being a leader in the community. All right. But what you have to understand is you have to take part in that if you're going to really be in the truth, if you're really a part of the ISUPK. It's not like in the Christian church that you sit up here and you can, take on these roles and not do anything and not be about nothing. Because technically that's all you're doing is following the Christian church anyway. You're following these same roles that these priests, that these pastors are doing, and they're not doing anything. They're not serving their community. All right. You have a responsibility, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be an easy responsibility where you get to be called and have this title and do nothing. You're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to get down, sis. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to make some things happen. You don't get to sit on the couch and eat ice cream and watch Atlanta Housewives and get this responsibility of being a leader. We've had enough of that go on in our community. We've had enough absence and stagnation, going on in our community. All right. Go ahead and read verse 7, Baba Kashaw.
What you say, Adawan? You got to put your hand to the plow.
You got to put your hand to the plow. You got to. You can't sit up here and just like, yep, my husband got it. I'm chilling. I'm going to just show up every now and then with my pretty hat and wave and greet people. No, you got to get to work. That's what faith is. Faith is about work. You sitting up here, sitting on the couch, not doing something, that's not showing any type of faith. You got to show some work. Like the priest said, put your hand to the plow, get down. Because sisters here in the ISUPK, they ain't scared of no work. Please believe me on that one. All right, go ahead and read verse 7.
Come, sir. Charity beareth all things.
They bear some things.
Beareth all things.
Most things.
All things.
Love beareth, because remember, going back to knowing what charity is, love beareth all things. It ain't that, oh, man, look, you done lost his job. You done gained some weight. You done did this, did that. Now, this is for brothers and sisters now. Don't let me make it sound like it's just one-sided. This is love. Love goes both ways. You beareth all things. You don't sit up here and be temperamental or emotional and want to dip out, when things get too heavy. You're going to bear all things. Read.
Come, sir. Believeth all things.
And you're going to believe all things, because if you believe it, you're going to do it. If you bear it, that's just like, understand, like that whole bearing all things. That's what we have already like got accustomed to in the world. Because when you go do your worldly marriage, to have and to hold, so death do you part, that's what they're trying to talk about as far as bearing all things. But are you truly bearing all things when you take these fake vows and say to have and to hold, so death do you part, and then as soon as something starts going wrong, you lose your job, things get too difficult, you go down to the courthouse and file divorce papers? That's not it. That's not the move.
If I could, I want,
please.
That bring to mind, when I saw this video of this sister that was getting married, and when the pastor was reading, do you promise to hold through sickness, and to obey? She was like, what? Obey.
Right.
She was like,
right. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, priest. Go ahead.
Come. So she said she wasn't signing up for that. She wasn't willing to bear that thing.
Right. And the very point, and that shows you right there that is a wicked woman.
Come, sir.
Because in the scriptures, it clearly says that the head of woman is man. It clearly says that wives submit yourselves to your husband. But you off the rip talking about, nah, I ain't feeling that part. Y'all tripping on that. And we definitely want to get more into that. Is understanding that how that does not make you a superhero. That does not, that makes you very weak. That makes you of this world. Sisters, if you want to be a superhero, you come into this truth and you understand this truth and you understand what it means to follow a leader who is your husband. Understand how to follow that superhero. All right. Where we at? Verse 7.
Comic-Con, sir.
All right, yeah. So and then even a very heavy example about this. This is a very practical example that's very recent, is about the bearing things and sisters understanding what it is to bear being with a superhero. You're in the life of a superhero. We just had the Passover. During the Passover, we had a lot of brothers that were serving and that was working. I know that you thought that you're going to come to the Passover and be all cute and hugged up and booed up with your Ottawa and take pictures and everything like that. And then you found out that he was ripping and running, being a superhero, serving his people. It turns out that you're at events and you don't get to see him until till y'all walk into the car. You know what I'm saying? Like the event's over. You up here thinking that you're gonna be all cute and booed up, taking these nice little pictures, and turns out you got to walk to the kitchen because he's serving on the kitchen department, and he got a hairnet on the beard, got a hairnet on his head, and got a plate of food right here, and you got to take a picture with him like this because he's serving, because he's working.
Right.
I personally sat with a sister at my table at Passover. The sister was by herself. This is during the Passover service, the whole entire service. She was there by herself. And this was a new sister coming to the truth. Her Ottawa was on Shamar. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, all the brothers that served from all the different departments. Let's clap that up one time. All right. And that was heavy. So this sister got a firsthand view of what it's like to be married to a superhero, what it's like to live the life of a superhero. And she did it gloriously, might I add. She, you know what I'm saying, conversed with the other sisters, the other wives, you know what I'm saying, at the table. You know what I'm saying? She enjoyed herself. She, you know what I'm saying, very elegant, very calm, very, you know what I'm saying, very reserved, you know what I'm saying, and had a good time. You know what I'm saying? But she got that first look opinion of, hey, yeah, this is what it is. And when it was done and over with, she, you know what I'm saying, humbly and very gracefully got up and was like, all right, let me go check on my other one. Because she knew he was working, knew that he was serving, knew that he was at the firehouse. He was on duty. All right.
So like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Man, just to add on to your point, we had an abundance of mighty men at the Passover with their expensive garments on, working their butts off, sweating down to the core, trying to get the Passover right for Israel. So that just attests to what you were just saying, sir.
Right. We're going to sacrifice on so many different levels. We're going to suffer so much. That's the charity that we have here in ISUPK. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, come on now, you know us. We're Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We love to be fresh. So we ain't coming to the Passover in just anything. We coming in the best of the best. We done planned out these garments for long times and everything. Just like the priest said, we're in some nice garments. But once we're called to do some work, we don't care what the hell we got on. We get into it.
That's right.
Because our people come first. Being a leader, you understand that your people come first. Being married to a leader, you understand that you're married to a man that puts his people first. All right. It ain't no, oh, I've been up here this whole time and you ain't paid me no attention. Hey, man, you want to marry a superhero. Superheroes ain't got time to Netflix and chill. We ain't got time for that.
Right.
All right. But now on the same note, this is the brotherhood that we have to understand, is that we have been called to be an army of priests. So that's why we need these newly raised officers to come in here. That's why we need these troopers and these young men to come in here, because we need to become an army. Because the same way that the fire station, the firehouse has shifts where they rotate out, that's what we need. We can't sit up here and be, you know what I'm saying, this one shift running everything, because we're different members. We have different capabilities, different abilities. Some of us have different lifestyles, how we live as far as marital status. Some of us have multiple wives. Some of us have one wife. Some of us don't have a wife at all. So even as Paul has stated, he wished that we can all be like him, because Paul didn't have a wife. And the reason he wished that we could all be like him is because he understood, like, all my time goes towards the Lord. I ain't got to worry about putting up with the emotions of a woman. I ain't got to worry about spending time doing this. All my work is going to the Lord. All my work is going to, you know what I'm saying, this one wife that I have. So we have brothers that can do that, that can sit up here and they don't have a wife. They don't have children. So they can stay down and they can goddamn, you know what I'm saying, keep on doing what they're doing. And we got other priests that they got kids. They have a wife. That doesn't stop them from doing what they're doing. But that brotherhood aspect of it is like, okay, let's tag. It's like, it's that tag team. You know what I'm saying? You in there, boom. All right, come on out. You don't whoop the ass long enough. I got it now. Let me get some. Let me put my brick in. We're not going to sit up here and let another brother bear all the weight, because that damn show ain't brotherhood. To sit up here and just watch your brothers work and you don't do nothing. That's the brotherhood that we need. That's the army that we need to be able to switch out and do things. Mm-hmm. All right. But understand that, hey, when it's your time, when it's your Ottawan's time, hey, you got to have that long suffering. You have to be able to bear this. All right. All right, go ahead and pick up from where you left off, Baba Shaw, reading.
Come on, sir. Charity hopeth all things, endureth all things.
So let's read that from the top one more time, Baba Shaw. From top of 7.
First Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things.
All right, Salaki. So yeah, that's a very heavy point right there. Is you said that believeth all things, correct?
Come on, sir.
So that believeth all things, that is you listening to what your Ottawan is saying, because he's in the truth. Your husband is in the truth, so you believe what he's saying. All right, you understand that when he sits up and tells you, "Hey man, we got to start stockpiling these beans and this water," you believe it,
right?
You don't sit up here and be like, "Oh, what? Come on, we barely getting by as it is, or we can't really afford to do this little extra stuff." Now you're gonna believe what your Ottawan is doing and what your Ottawan is telling you. You're gonna believe that, yes, sir, Ottawan, let me go ahead and do what you're telling me to do because I believe in what you tell me. I believe that you have the truth. Go ahead.
Come on, Ottawan. That's a heavy point. That's a heavy point, because if you really believe that World War III is knocking at the door, you do these things.
Right.
You know,
exactly. Very, very heavy point, because that's the exact same thing. Because understand that before things got kicked off to how it is now, Commanding General Johanna, the generals and the captains, they were letting you know now that, hey, World War III is on the brink. They're not going to be siding and listening to America. Before things got kicked off, the ISUBK was saying it, was telling you.
Come on.
So now that, you know what I'm saying, it's jumping off, Don't be like, oh no, don't believe me now. Yeah, go ahead. You good. So don't sit up here and believe me now. You know, I've been told you. Why do you have to see it in order for you to believe it?
Right.
And we're definitely going to get into that because we got some scriptures in the Bible that talks about women having to see something in order to believe it, instead of listening to their leader, instead of listening to their superhero and just doing it. Because you are to believe all things. All right. You're to hope for what he hopes for. You are to submit yourself to him. If he hopes for something, you hope for that too. He has hope for his people. You have that same hope for your people. That is being a part of being a superhero, sister. That's part of the suffering that you have if you're looking to marry a man in the truth. If you're a sister that's come into the truth, that is what you have to do. That's what you have to abide by. Because whether you're coming in here to marry a man in the truth, or whether you're coming into the truth and you just coming into the truth and you're not worried about getting married right now. You know what I'm saying? Because sisters don't have to get married. Same with the brothers. You don't have to get married. But if you're coming into this truth, you're still going to support these superheroes. Your head is still going to be the priest. So you still have to hope for what they hope for. Your desire is going to be a part of their desire. All right. Go ahead and keep reading.
Common concert. Verse 8.
And one more time, real quick with that. And understand too, that when you hope and when you follow and when you submit yourself to your husband, you are in the safest place to do so. Because we have protocol here. It's not like these other religions and these fake Israelite groups and these other establishments that sit up here and they lead you down the wrong path. It's not like, you sit up here and you're in danger. You come in here, you're in the safest place to follow your husband because we have protocols in place. If you sit up here and you have a problem with your outer one, take them to counsel. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Take them to counsel because we answer to the men above us. Don't worry about him walking around the house all mad like, don't worry about him walking around the house all mad like, man, you out here telling these niggas my business. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. We got men above us that will handle that. Don't worry about, you not having a voice to speak up, sis. Take that nigga to counsel. Straight up. Get it worked out. Because you are protected here in the ISUPK, sisters. We are not some misogynistic group. We love our women. I pray you understand that. We love our women here in the ISUPK. Commanding General Yohana loves his daughters. And he protects them against the outside forces of the world and even against his own sons. Because he understands the preciousness of these women in the ISUPK. He understands the role that they play in the ISUPK.
Yeah.
So make sure that you do what you have to do, sisters, that you're doing what you need to. And if something else goes on, follow protocol. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he's the real nigga that he needs to be up here in the ISUPK, he's going to take that correction.
That's right.
He's going to go to counsel and handle what he needs to handle. You know what I'm saying? All right, Slaki, go ahead and keep reading.
Common concert. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether
right. Charity never fails. Love will never fail. But these prophecies are going to fail. We've had prophecies to sit up here and talk about, oh yeah, you know, Christ is coming back. But I think I saw some like Christ will be coming back April 1st. Nothing. Time and time again, we've been hearing, oh yeah, the Messiah's coming back. This is doomsday. All these prophecies have failed. Go ahead and read.
Con. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Right. So understand, like the tongues, you know what I'm saying? Tongues cease for a time. That's why we teach the Lashwan Kadash. You know what I'm saying? Because that ceased. We sat up here and, you know, the world has learned this bullshit called Yiddish. You know what I'm saying? But no, we're bringing this Lashwan Kadash back. All right. Understand that. What was the last part you said after the tongues?
Whether there be knowledge.
Whether there be knowledge. You know what I'm saying? There has been a lot of knowledge and facts and stuff that has been destroyed. The Library of Alexander was destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We've had so much stuff that's hidden. That's going to be destroyed. But this love, this charity, ain't no destroying that. Going to read?
And if I could, Adawan.
Babu Shah.
You know, when it says, whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. You know, that also go into these different false doctrines, you know, like Egyptology, ISUPK destroyed that.
Right.
You know.
Damn right.
You know, like you were saying, you know, the fake speaking in tongues. We destroyed that. You know, by teaching the Lashawan Kadash every Friday. You know, then you know that they're not really speaking in tongues in your Christian church. You know, it's just gibberish. They're just babbling.
Right.
They're not able to interpret nothing. You know,
right.
Everything we bring out that's in a different tone, we're able to interpret it right before you, you know, and you're able to ask questions. So I yield, sir.
Damn right. Damn right. Clap that up. Okay. And that's what it is that's how you know you in here with the real priests and prophets. When all this other stuff is failing, this charity is long suffering. This charity is enduring. This charity is not failing. You know what I'm saying? Because we have the word of the Most High. We know how to keep ourselves, how to govern ourselves, how to keep this thing together. Because sisters, understand. Sisters, please hear me loud and clear. Understand that man in your house was put there by the Lord to protect you. So if you have been blessed to have a man of the Lord in your household, he was put there to protect you. So that's why you listen to him. That's why you believe in all things. That's why you are long suffering with him and you endure with him. All right. Understand that you need to listen to him because there are a lot of women in the scriptures that didn't listen to their husband. And it was woe unto them. So understand that we have these scriptures to learn from. So sisters, you need to learn from that. Learn from these sisters in the scriptures that didn't listen to their priests and prophets. See what kind of demise that they went into. Lord allow, time allow, we're going to get into that. All right. Because if you're sitting up here being a burden to your husband, if you're sitting up here being a nuisance to your husband, understand that there's going to be a time to heal. And there's going to be a time that he heals from you as well.
Yeah.
And I pray you understand that. Naquam, you still with me?
Con, sir.
If you would hold Ezekiel 24 and we'll start at like 15. Bob Shah.
Con.
All right. And Halak, if you would get Genesis 19 and 19.
Con, sir.
Because let me skip ahead just a little bit. Like I said, for the sake of time. Because like I said, we have women. I definitely want to get to this part. The ladies are women, are princesses, not listening to their husband. All right. Real quick in the chat. Let me see who's going to respond. Give me an example. One of the main examples, because I'm about to go ahead and bring it up. I kind of already told y'all, dang, I shouldn't have pulled it, whatever. But let's see who really knows the Bible. Give me an example of a woman that did not listen to her husband. I'm gonna give that a few seconds in the chat. I know my priest on the panel right now may have the answer, but let me see who in the chat can tell me an example of a woman that did not listen to her husband.
So like, sir.
Nah, I don't want you. I want something in the chat real quick. Hey, there we go. Let's clap that up for who that's like. That's Sister Azara Eve. That was the first one, first and foremost. The first woman not to listen to her husband was Eve. Very good. All right. So now we're going to go into this other woman that didn't listen to it. All right. Because we see also an ongoing thing. Scripture repeats itself. Repetition is the key to learning. The Bible is going to repeat itself time and time again. All right. It's like it. So, oh, and then okay, Princess in the car, Makia Salakia. Makia put Abigail. All right. So we're gonna pin that real quick. All right. Because I like that you did that one, and we're really going to get into that one. Like I said, time allow with that one. Because she listened to her husband. Well, she didn't listen to her husband in a righteous way. All right. So that's a very, very heavy point. I'm glad that you even put that one in there, Makia Slacky, if I'm messing up your name, Slacky, sis. But that's a very good one, because that's showing that if you have a righteous husband, you are to listen to him. If you have a righteous husband and you don't listen to him, you're going to be punished. Now, if you have an unrighteous husband, you have a wicked husband, and you don't listen to him, you're going to get rewarded. The Lord is going to look after you. The Lord is going to, take care of you. So big thwata for putting that one in there. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get that Genesis. All right. Because in Genesis, we're going to be talking about Lot's wife. Go ahead and read.
Come on, sir. Genesis chapter 19 and verse 19. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die.
Keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 20. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live.
Can you read?
And he's come on, sir. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing, that I will not overthrow this city, for the which thou hast spoken. Verse 22. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar.
Right. So understand what's going on in here. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. This is the Most High ready, prepared to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. But Abraham prayed for Sodom and Gomorrah. He prayed because his brother, like Lot, was in the city. All right. Go ahead and read.
Comic-Con, sir. Verse 23.
Mhm.
The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah, brimstone and fire. For the
So
Lord.
now you got this going on right now. The brimstone of fire is coming down. You're seeing it. And that's the thing, sisters. Sometimes, sisters, you don't want to believe it until you see it.
Right.
All right. Versus believing all things, believing that when we tell you to stock up these beans, you go ahead and do it. Instead of believing that, when Commander General Yohana started talking about the plague coming across the earth and COVID-19 hits, y'all didn't want to believe it. All right. So you have to actually see something in order to believe it instead of trusting in your superhero.
Yeah.
And going about listening and doing it. Go ahead and keep reading.
A black superhero. Superhero out of one.
Yeah, the black superhero, the hood superhero. Go ahead.
Comic-Con, sir. Verse 25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the cities.
Right. So now you're seeing it being done. All right. It ain't no talking. You're seeing it. Go ahead and keep reading.
Comic-Con, sir. And that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
She became a pillar of salt. Her husband gave her instructions to move this way and to not look back. But what does she do? She doesn't listen to her husband and she looks back. So now, if you want to become Salt Bay and go salt your steak, go to Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a pile of salt right there. Understand that when scripture talks us being the salt of the earth, you don't want to become it that way. That ain't what they're talking about. You don't want to become a pillar of salt. Right. That ain't it. You need to listen to your husband so you do not get punished by the Most High. Because what was this? This was her not wanting to come out of the world. That's why she looked back. She saw the destruction, saw what was going on. But she did not want to come out of the world. She didn't want to follow her husband into the truth.
Right.
She wanted to look back in the world and stay attached to the world. So, like I told you in the beginning of the class, this is not a feel-good class. Understand, we serve a terrible power. We serve a terrible God. You said you wanted a real nigga. You said, you know what I'm saying? How that song go? I want a roughneck, gotta want a roughneck. You know what I'm saying? You said you want a gangster. Understand that our God is gangster. So if you married to a man in ISUBK, understand that they are straight up gangsters because they serve a gangster God. Understand that they serve a terrible God. It ain't that feel-good God that you get in the Christian church that loves everybody, is under, you know what I'm saying, a tree, Jesus stroking a baby lamb. That ain't what it is. We serve a terrible power. We serve one that says, hey, do what I say, and I'm going to reward you exceedingly. Don't do what I say, and woe to you. Yeah. And it's not playing. So if you said you sisters talk about you want a real nigga, you say you want a gangster, you don't want no punk. Ain't no punks in the ISUBK because we understand that who we serve, and we're so sincere about who we serve because we know that our God is so sincere.
That's right.
We understand exactly his power and exactly what he means. So if you want to follow us up out the world, come on and follow us up out the world. If you want to stay in the world, go ahead and be the salt of the earth. But not in the scriptures, in the good tense that the scripture's talking about. Go and be that pillar. You know what I'm saying? If you would, you got that Ezekiel for me, Naquan?
Comic-Con.
Now, see, this is another thing too, because like, understand you got to listen to him, and not only listen to him, but you have to not be a distraction to him. All right, and this is even starting to go into that whole selflessness. All right, go ahead and read that Ezekiel 24:15, Baba Shah.
Khan, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 15. Also, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke.
So what would be the desire of a man's eye? Somebody, anybody.
It's like out of one.
Talk to me.
A beautiful woman.
A beautiful woman. Your wife.
Come.
So go ahead and read that from the top one more time, Baba Shah.
Come. We in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24, verse 15. Also, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke.
So he said, Son of man, I take away the desire of your eyes, which is your wife. I take that away. How did he take it away?
With a stroke.
With a stroke. Keep reading.
Come. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down.
Hey, man, I try to tell y'all, we serve a gangster God. Understand that what this is saying is, hey, I see that you're distracted by your wife. This is the Most High talking to the prophet Ezekiel. I see that you are distracted by your wife. You're not doing or not going to do my work because you're distracted by the desire of your eye. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take her away with a stroke, and nigga, you better not cry. Read.
Come. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thine head upon thee.
What does it mean by bind the tire upon thy head? It says bind the tire upon thy head. What does that mean?
Salagi, does that mean to keep it moving?
No, this is a literal thing right here. That's what I have on right now. You see this Mitri? That's what that is. Bind up that tire on your head, because when we get ready to do the work of the Lord, when we get ready to prophesy, when we go out to camp, we cover our head. This is another precept to let you know that we are to put on something on our head when we pray and prophesy. Bind the tire of thy head. Put on that Mitri. Read.
Come. And put on thy shoes upon thy feet.
Boot up, nigga. Put on that Mitri and put your shoes on. Boot up. Read.
And cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men.
Cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men. Now, somebody tell me what these two mean. Mean. What does it mean to not cover thy lips?
Flocky out of one. Can you repeat that, sir? Can you read that again?
Baba Go ahead and read that one more time for me, Naquan.
Come. Put on thy shoes upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men.
So what does it mean to not cover up thy lips? Because now what we have to do, look at the whole context of it from the beginning of the verse. This is Ezekiel being having his wife taken away from him because it's distracting him from doing the work of the Lord. Ezekiel is not going to camp because of the desires of his wife. You're not fulfilling the desires of the Lord. You're not finna go to camp because of your rib. I'm gonna take her away with a stroke, you bet not cry about it. You bet not mourn about it. Let me not even hear you whimper. Instead, you put on your mitri, you boot up, and you don't cover your lips. So what does it mean by don't cover your lips?
Salak Adawan.
Talk to me.
Would that mean go out and teach?
Right. You go out and teach. You don't sit up here and cover up your lips and you remain silent. You don't talk. You go out and you speak. You prophesy. Now the second part, it says what, Naquan?
And eat not the bread of men.
And eat not the bread of men. What does that mean?
Salak Adawan.
Talk to me.
I think that does that mean don't allow yourself to don't take bribes.
Don't even think about it too deep. Look at this as a surface level. Everything that he's saying right now is just surface level. It's not too deep. Put the tire upon the head, boom, boom. Put your boots on, put your boots on. Don't cover your mouth. Don't sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, shut your mouth. Don't eat the bread of men. What does that mean? Keeping it surface level. It's not too deep. If I'm not eating the bread of men, what am I doing?
Fast. Salaki.
There we go. That's it. You're fasting. So put on your mitri, put on your boots, go out, speak and prophesy, and fast. That's what he told Ezekiel to do after he took away the desire of his eye that was distracting him. Keep reading.
Khan. So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at even my wife died, and I did in the morning as I was commanded.
Right. So now understand that he did what he was supposed to do. Even after the Most High took away his wife, Ezekiel followed orders. Ezekiel did what he was commanded. Because understand that if he was to cry, he would have sinned against God. If he was to shed a tear, he would have sinned against the Most High. Because the word of the Most High said to not to. Don't mourn, don't cry, and to do all these things. Ezekiel was a superhero, and he did all those things. So, sisters, be careful about being a distraction to your man, because your death would not even be mourned. You're a distraction to a priest and prophet of the Most High. The Most High is a terrible power, and you will be taken away, and he won't even be able to go to your funeral. Your man will be at camp instead of at your funeral, because the Most High told him so. That is a lot of selflessness that we have to learn. That's a lot of selflessness that we have to be able to understand. Because it's not about us. It's about our people. We're serving the nation. For too long, we have been focused on ourselves, our own household, our own spouse, versus what about everybody else? What about our nation? And you have to think about it, you know what I'm saying, logically, because it's you and your partner. Y'all make kids. Then your kids make kids. So now it's not just you. It's not just your family, but your families have families. Now these families are going out and mingling and integrating with other families. But if all of our families are broken and hurt, how are we going to improve ourselves as a people? How are we going to get anything better if we're just focused on what we got going on with our boo? It's just me and you, babe. Me and you against the world. That's a sad world to live in. Instead of crying out and being responsible, being a superhero for everybody. Told you it's not a feel good class. It's lucky. So we can go ahead and drop that. In fact, what I want to go down. Let's see where we at with the time. Give me, if you would, give me the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7 and 36.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can get the 2nd Esdras halak. And Naquan, where are we at with that Ezekiel?
I stopped at verse 18, sir.
Okay, yeah, Thwada. Yeah, so that's 12 when we could drop that. Go ahead and get that 2nd Esdras for me. All right. So, sisters, understand that being that distraction. All right. Now, I'm gonna make it real practical for you real quick now. Understand we got a job to do. It's certain things that we have to do and how to be in order to go do our job. We're going to, you know what I'm saying, take care of your sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, here in ISUPK, we love our women. We're not going to deny you. But when you get that Little Caesars, don't try to bring that Little Caesars to us the day before camp. Y'all know what I mean by the Little Caesars?
Sir. I don't.
So somebody in the chat, what do I mean when I talk about that Little Caesars? What's the Little Caesars known for?
Salaki.
Talk to me.
Hot and ready.
That hot and ready. That hot and ready. Sisters, don't bring that hot and ready to your other one before camp. Do that the nights before camp because we need him to be clean for camp. Don't go to your camp leader and be like, oh, Salakia, sir, I'm unclean for camp. Nigga, we can't do nothing with you. What's going on? And now how are we looking to the nation of who we need to serve because we don't have the people on post that we need? Don't be a distraction to your other one, sis. Don't be that distraction of, oh, baby, well, you ain't showed me no attention to this or that. You know that nigga got count. Put a slight pause in that hot and ready and save it for after. Be disciplined. Do things decently in order, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a distraction to him being like, oh, you never spend no time with me. I need you to do more for me. You got to think about the whole nation. You got to think about everything that's going on. All right, go ahead and read that for me, Halak.
Come, sir. 2nd Esdras, chapter 7 and verse 36.
Because this is going to go into understanding how a superhero has to be selfless. All right, read.
Come. Then said I, Abraham prayed first, Salakia. Then said I, Abraham prayed for the Sodomites.
Abraham prayed for the Sodomites. Abraham prayed for the LGBTQ community. He prayed for them. Go ahead and read.
Come. And Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness.
And Moses for those that was messing up in the wilderness. The Most High was ready to erase everything and start over with the Mosesites. He was like, hey, man, they tripping. Like, nah, I'm going to take all them I'm about to do all them off with, and I'm going to start fresh with you, Moses. It's going to be the Mosesites. But what did Moses do? Moses prayed for them. Abraham prayed for, you know what I'm saying, Sodom and Gomorrah. That's that selflessness that we have being a superhero. If you're going to come into ISUPK, you have to have that selfishness. All right? Go ahead and keep reading.
Come. And Jesus after him for Israel in the time of Achan.
All right, so right quick with this, for those that don't know, Jesus, Yahushua Mashiach to the ignorant, he was not the only Jesus in the Bible. This right here is talking about Joshua. All right. So this was talking about Achan, the man that took the Babylonian garment. All right. So this isn't Yahushua Mashiach. This is Joshua. All right. Joshua also prayed as well because they went into war. They lost 20 men. That ain't something that happens with Israel. We're used to going in there and, slapping folks around and not worrying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? but they had to sit up here and pray for him. Go ahead and keep reading.
Come on. And Samuel and David for the destruction.
Read.
And Solomon, come on, sir. And Solomon for them that should come to the sanctuary. And Elias for those that received rain. And for the dead that he might live.
Right. So let's see. Let me see where I want to go to. Let me see. All right, go ahead and keep reading.
Come on. And Ezekiel for the people in the time of Sennacherib. And many.
Matter of fact, skip to 41, Baba Shah.
Come on, sir. Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteousness have prayed for the ungodly, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly.
Right. So that's that selfishness. That is us praying for the ungodly. That is the difference between ISUBK and these other fake Israelite groups that talk about the 2/3, that sit up here and be like, "Oh man, nah, y'all the 2/3, y'all done away with." Nah, that's not what goes on here. That is not scripture. Because understand, ISUBK is the truth. That is not being a superhero. What kind of superhero is going to sit up here and be like, "Oh, well, I'm just saving these people. I ain't worried about y'all. I'm just saving y'all." You ain't super at all. You ain't a hero at all. You a sucker. Because just like Paul said, it is my prayer that all Israel be saved. I'm not sitting up here just worried about this one group who I think, you know what I'm saying, is 1/3. It is my prayer for everyone.
Right.
I'm praying for everyone.
Right.
I'm not going to sit up here and just focus on one little group. Whether you're out here messing up or not. Even Christ didn't just go to the righteous spots where people were doing good. Christ went and sought out those that were doing bad. He went to the ghettos. He went to the slums. He went to the barrios. You know what I'm saying? Christ went to the reservations. Christ went to where he knew his people were suffering. He ain't gonna sit up here and just be like, "Oh yeah, let me just worry about these folks here." But that's what the fake Israelites do. They sit up here and just pray for this little 2/3. Righteous men, we pray for the wicked. We're going to sit up here and pray that all of Israel is saved. Go ahead and keep on, finish reading. 41.
So like I don't want, if I could.
Baba Shah.
You know, and we can't forget to bring out, you know, them fake Israelites. They pray for the rich in Israel. They, you know, the rich,
right?
Kyrie Irving,
right?
Kanye West.
You
know,
very heavy point.
God, they pray from the rich in Israel whom they can benefit from. I yield.
Right, exactly. It's that respect of persons.
Concept.
That's exactly what that is. They have that respect of persons. We don't have respect of persons in Israel. If you mess up, you messing up no matter what your status is. If you're messed up, we're praying for you no matter what your status is, whether you're messed up as being, you know what I'm saying, a rich man or a poor man. We want the best for you. We're going to pray for you regardless. All right. It is no respect of persons here in Israel. We pray for the wicked. And that's what you have to understand about being a superhero. That's what you have to understand about being attached, being married to a superhero, is that he loves his people so damn much that they're going to sit up here and pray and give their time and their effort for those that are struggling, those that are down. Why? Because they see the value in them. They see that, brother, you're just like me.
That's right.
You're a black man just like me, and that means something.
That's right.
So I'm gonna put in my time, I'm putting my brick to do something about it. The Lord has sent me to be your hero. The Lord has made me super so I can come and be a hero to you.
That's right.
That's for sisters and brothers. Understand that. Let's go ahead and keep on moving along. If we Naquan, you dropped what you had, right?
Come.
If we can go, let's go into the Apocrypha. Let's go into the Apocrypha and get the letter of Jeremiah 1 and 31, Baba Kasha. And Halak, if you would get me, let's get Job 2 and 1, Baba Kasha.
Come, sir. And they also neglect to feed the poor in Israel.
Right. Damn right. Hey man, y'all give me a 1W in the chat if y'all still with me. You know what I'm saying? I like to know whether I'm boring y'all or not, whether I'm engaging or not. You know what I'm saying? And this is me slick, even keeping some tabs on how long y'all are enduring these classes. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all still with me, put a 1W in the chat. Let me see something. Hey, Most High in Christ. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's clap that up. There we go. Most High in Christ. Let's get it. And understand, if y'all have questions or comments, y'all could definitely, you know what I'm saying, bring them out and talk to me. Let me know something. All right, go ahead and read that when you can.
So, like, sir, what scripture you gave me?
It's in the Apocrypha. It's going to be the letter of Jeremiah. It's going to be chapter 1, and we're going to start off with verse 31.
Letter of Jeremiah. Come. 131.
Yep. And then Halak, if you can get Job 2 and 1, Baba Shah.
Job 30:30.
Not Job 2, chapter 2, verse 1.
Come, sir.
Not the book of Jeremiah. This is the Apocrypha. So this is in the Apocrypha. It's the letter of Jeremiah. It's not the book of Jeremiah in the Old Testament.
So, like, what page is that? Are you there?
Are you in the Apocrypha?
Come.
Yeah, letter of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 31. As a matter of fact, don't well, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go ahead and get this Job while you find that, because if you don't have the actual Apocrypha in front of you, just hit it on the Google search.
Come. I pulled it up.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, go with it.
This is the letter of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 31.
Uh-huh.
And the priests sit in their temples, having their clothes rent, and their heads and beards shaven, and nothing upon their heads.
Right. So now this is showing you right now that it is unlawful for you to shave your head without a reason. And just how we read with Ezekiel, you were to bind up your head. So that shows you two things. All right. So they are sitting there with their head shaven and nothing on their head. So if they ain't got nothing on their head, that means they're not prepared to do the work of the Most High. Because when you to do the work of the Most High, you bind up your head. Read.
Come. They roar and cry before their gods, as men do at the feast when one is dead.
Yeah, so just like these Christian pastors do during a funeral, running up and down the aisle hollering. Read.
Come. The priests also take off their garments and clothe their wives and children.
So what does it mean when it says the priests take off their garments and clothe their wives and children?
So, like, it is just saying they give them the shirts off their back?
Not quite. Nah. You're kind of on it, but not as far as that sense. All right. So for the sake of time, I'm gonna give it to you. This means that you're focusing now, instead of the work of the Lord, on your wives and on your children. So instead of you worried about what you need to be serving the Most High, you're focusing on them. So now they're sitting up in the temple like, man, things are slow, man. I need to go get me some money. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to go get this. Like Jeezy talked about in the rap, talking about some baby needs some new shoes, auntie need a new purse. You worried about, you know what I'm saying, this other worldly stuff versus worried about the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're out here trying to worry about, let me go take care of this, do that. All right. Go ahead and keep reading.
Con. Whether it be evil that one doeth unto them, or good, they are not able to recompense it. They can neither set up a king nor put him down.
All right.
In like,
Now go ahead, Slacky. Let me see what else is on that one. Go ahead and keep reading.
In like manner, they can neither give riches nor money, though a man make a vow unto them and keep it not, they will not require it.
Right. So they will not require that vow because they can't keep their own vow. Understand, when you come into the ISUBK, you make a vow, you make an oath to the Most High. You get that oil poured on your head. You are now married to the game. Now understand, when I was in the world, I got the game tattooed on my ring finger to symbolize, oh, I'm married to the game. But guess what's happened to this tattoo since I got this years ago? It done faded. You know what I'm saying? My skin done wrinkled a little bit. Guess what happened to that oil that got poured on my head? It ain't get washed off. I done took plenty showers, plenty shampoos, but that oil has not washed off. That oil has not faded. My oath has not diminished. I can keep that vow.
Damn right. Clap it up.
I'm married to the game. You come in and you get a superhero, you are married to a man that's married to the game. There is no escaping that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see. We're gonna, for the sake of time, because I want to get through a couple of more real quick. The water for y'all sticking with me. Let me see. Do I want to go more into that? Because it's a lot more heaviness on that one too. But for the sake of time, and just understand, like, let me just wrap that one up and just understand, like, what verse were you did you leave off on? That was
1 and 35, sir.
Okay, all right, no sweat. Yeah, so to wrap that up, don't be a stumbling block, you know what I'm saying, pretty much to your family. All right, because we don't want to be doing this forever. To be straight up. We just had the 57th annual Lord's Passover. I don't want to make it to the 60th. I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying, get up out of here.
Yeah, come.
So don't be a stumbling block to your family that's holding up the work of the Lord. We're trying to do what we need to so Yahushua Mashiach can come back. We're trying to do what we need to so we can get up out of here. Our women understand we're trying to take away that hardship that the Lord has placed on you to be this tough, independent woman that the Lord, that the world has set up here and try to make you to believe that you have to be. We want to take that away. We want to make you soft. We want to make the soles of your feet so soft that you can't even walk around. You need to be carried around and fanned with these palms from off a palm tree, with these leaves off a tree. That's what your superhero, that's what your Adawan is working for. Your Adawan is warring, battling, and going to war so you don't even have to have the soles of your feet touch the ground. We're tired of our women having to be tough and having to be independent. No, we want this softness. We want to have this work put in so we can get up out of here. Because we don't want to keep on doing this work for a nation that is not for us. We want to do this work for our nation. So don't be a stumbling block. Don't have your family be a stumbling block for the nation as a whole. Be a superhero and serve the nation as a whole. Put the work into our nation and instead of into the oppressor's nation. All right. And let me you got Job 2:1.
Come, sir.
All right, because this is one thing too, to my sisters, to have you understand that, hey, don't sit up here and think that you would marry Christ, because a lot of times, you know, what I hear in the world is they say, "Oh yeah, I'm married to Jesus, I'm married to Christ." Sisters, understand that you do not understand love, like what we talked about in the beginning. So with you not understanding love, understand that you would not have married Christ. All right, because Job was the Jesus of his time. And what do I mean by that? He was the most righteous man of his time. Go ahead and read that, Bobby Shaw.
Come, sir. The book of Job, chapter 2 and verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the Most High coming to Job like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You've been trying all of these weak niggas. Go after a real one. I got my real one right over here. Why you ain't trying him? Go ahead and read.
Come, verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence cometh thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Right.
That there is none like him in the earth.
There ain't none like him. He's the most righteous, you know what I'm saying, around. Like I just said, you battling, you trying to get all these, you know what I'm saying, little suckers. Go after a real nigga of mine. Read.
Come, a perfect and an upright man. One that feareth God. And escheweth evil.
Right.
And still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. Verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
Right. All right, go and let's jump down to verse 7, Bible Shower, second time.
Come, sir. So when Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sores, bows from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
So now, look, the Lord, Satan is one-on-one. Like he is like doing his worst to Job. Done killed his kids, destroyed his crops, his livestock. Now he got bulls from his crown to the top of his head to, you know what I'm saying, the bottom of his feet. All right. Now let's see what's going to go on, because you know, a weaker man will fold. If you're in a superhero, you'll fold. But what does a righteous man do? Go ahead and read.
Come. Verse 8. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, doest thou?
So now after all this has gone down, he got the love of his life. He got the desire of his eye sitting down next to him. And what did she say? Read.
Come. Then saith his wife unto him, doest thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die.
I ain't said curse God and die. That's what she was ready to do, because she's feeling emotional right now.
Yeah,
she's feeling very emotional. She sees her husband going through it, done lost all this stuff. Man, let's be done with this nigga. Let's be done with this nigga God. Curse him and die. Just gonna throw in the towel. Let's get it over with. Read.
Come. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women. Speak.
Said, like, woman, look, you talking crazy. What? Do what?
Right.
To who? Hey, Shawty, you tripping. Read.
Come. What shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil?
So when things are good, we accept the good, but when things are bad, we don't accept the bad. We want to bail out when things get bad. We don't want to have charity. We don't want to have love. We don't want to endure and be long suffering. We want to hit that eject button. No. Job is sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, correcting his wife, letting them know, like, nah, you married to a superhero. You think a little kryptonite's gonna do something to me? Read.
Concert, like certain people only praise the Lord when everything going their way.
Right. Like the Christian church will sit up here and say, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. They don't understand that this is a terrible God, and sometimes things aren't good. But are you still going to praise the Lord when things are not going your way? Are you still going to stay down when things are not going your way?
Right.
Go ahead and read.
Come, sir. And all this did not Job sin with his lips.
With all this, Job still did not speak against the Lord. With all that's happening, Job still did not curse the Lord. He did not say anything against the Lord. He stayed down. He was a real nigga. So that's how I'm letting y'all sisters know that you would not have married Jesus. Because Job was the most righteous man of his time. And when things started going bad for him, they ready to dip.
They're ready to dip. I want a divorce.
I'm ready to get up out of here. Jesus said himself that the foxes have holes, the birds have nests, but the Son of Man, the prophets, they don't have a home. You wouldn't be willing to stick around with a man like that because they got to be, a high value man. They got to be a 6-figure man. They got to have XYZ blase blue. No, that ain't what it is. That's not how it go down.
I'm not happy no more.
I'm not happy no more. We going through a rough spot. Let me get up out of here. All right. But nah, that's not what happened. Job was a real stay down nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was a real superhero. All right.
Concert.
Most High and Christ. See. So look, it was a couple of more that I really wanted to get into. Oh, we gonna hit this one. All right. I did have to get back to my sister Makia. Because with the story of Annabelle, I might be missing them names. Either Annabelle or Abigail was slacking. This is the story, all right? So with that, understand that this is talking about King David. King David was watching this flock of sheep for this wicked man named what was his name? Salakia. Nabal, yes, Salakia, was watching the sheep of this wicked man named Nabal. So Nabal had his servant having his sheep out there in the middle of the hood. This is like the rough part of town. It's in the hood. You know what I'm saying? David, peeped it and pretty much gave his protection. So him and his men, protected Nabal's sheep and was like, hey, like, y'all may be able to go over here. Like this ain't no sweet lick. That's pretty much what David, would tell him. Like, ain't no sweet lick over here. Y'all can try them niggas over there, but it ain't going down over here. You know what I'm saying? This protected. You know what I'm saying? So with that, he was, protecting them. And then of course, with a reasonable request, David, told the servant, like, hey man, go tell your master, we want something to eat. We want some goats. We want some strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on and bring this to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we work for it. It ain't like I'm asking for nothing for free. You know what I'm saying? So the servant goes back to this wicked man Nabal and tells him, like, hey, yeah, these brothers, you know what I'm saying, looked out. They protected, while we out there. That's why we even still got what we got. they just want this little piece. You know what I'm saying? They want to, drink and get right. And the ball being wicked said, man, what? Man, no, man, I ain't getting no nigga nothing, man. Whatever. No, So now the word gets back to David. David now comes back and like, oh, okay. Hey, no sweat. Hey, fellas, let's ride. They go get these niggas. And now this ain't even like no big adventure. Like they ain't even like mounting up to go get, like they slow creeping. They're like, man, come on, we already know we about to off these niggas. Like this ain't even no sweat. So they up here like slow motion going, going to get them.
Now we finna take everything.
Now we finna take everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just asking for a little bit, to hold us off, to be, chill. Just, it's the weekend, we're just trying to kick it. All right, you don't want to do that? Cool. Now we about to get everything. So now this righteous woman, Annabelle, she sits up here and was like, hey, tells the servant, look, get this together, get that together for them, so we can take this to them. And then she comes to David like, hey, look, David, I know you known in these streets, you gangster with it. So on behalf of my family, Salakia, for whatever, miscommunication we had, but Salakia, we respect you, we appreciate you. You a straight G in these streets. I appreciate what you did. Take this on behalf of my family. That was a shalom. Because that was a peacing. That was a peace offering. So that's not a greeting like the fake Israelite do, talking about shalom, but that was a true shalom. It was a peace offering. My bad, Salakia, David. And David, accepted it. Was like, hey, yeah, I'm glad you did that, because nigga, I was about to go off all y'all niggas. Like, I was about to off all y'all and take everything. It's a good thing, you finally did this, because your husband was about to be done with. We were about to go take care of everything. So cool, no sweat. He takes that. Now this sister goes home, tells her husband, and then after a few days, husband dies. So now the husband dies. Guess what happens after the husband dies? David now goes and takes her as a wife. So sisters, understand that the Lord sees your suffering. And if you are doing righteousness and you are doing right, the Lord will relieve you of your suffering. If you're with a wicked man, he will relieve you of that wicked man. Now, you still have to be righteous and do what you need to. You can't take it upon yourself to leave him. You have to keep on doing what you have to do. And then the Lord will relieve you of that righteous man, that unrighteous man, that wicked man. And he will give you a righteous one. So understand that it goes hand in hand both ways. Fellas, if you have this rib that doesn't want to listen, Ma'akim, if y'all have this rib that does not want to listen, understand she will become that pillar of salt. My sisters, Akwath, if y'all have this unrighteous, this wicked man, the Lord will relieve you of that wicked man. Because we serve a terrible God and he does not play about his daughters. But what you have to do, being a sister, you have to stop being a queen of Babylon and become a princess of Zion, a princess of Israel. All right. That's what we have to do. Understand your righteousness. Understand what you have to do. All right. Look, the water for everybody checking in with us. Appreciate y'all sticking in with this whole time. A couple of things I didn't get to. Maybe we'll get back to it. We'll see about it. But remember to pay your tithes, pay your offerings, and come into the school, come into the class and get right. And with that, I pass the class off to priest and officer Fitty, Officer Rye. All right. And be a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep fighting to be these superheroes. We need them.
All right, give it up one more time for that class. We are the ISUPK, started out as 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10 in Hebrew, ma'ashrim. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. Salaki Baba Kashan, if you could, anyone.
What we have is the Memorial of Blowing the Trumpets. That is September 11th.
Okay. Next is Memorial Blowing the Trumpets. That is September 11th. And remind Akim Watson to check the bulletin board in the hallway to know important dates. And with that, men of Israel, I'm Michael. I'm Shabbat. I'm Michael. Rock. What I said is, may the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Now salute the sisters. Got the top hands down. Men of Israel. Mom Shabbat. Mike. Barak. What I said in Hebrew is, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all top his hand down. Class is mixed.
That's word.